there's all these nice, cool cars around us that are getting ready to go have a fun day in Atlanta Speedway. And our current scene is under the car working on it. We are at our hotel. You can see it right back there. This is what we have to do. Our goal is to make it through all the Power Tour. We're gonna ignore all the events that we're gonna do, like the drag racing and stuff. And we're going to try to have as much fun as we can. But hopefully this works. Hopefully this fixes it. Again, all we care about is getting through this and making the transmission stop leaking. So that's what we're trying to do, and hopefully it works.
So we're still about an hour away from Atlanta Motor Speedway, where we're supposed to be. And coming down off the interstate, I noticed a big fluctuation in the oil pressure.
We had to make emergency.
We didn't make emergency anything. We needed fuel anyway. We had 1 quart of oil with us.
Then we had to make an emergency stop at Advance.
So that 1 quart did nothing. It took 3.5 quarts in our brand new Blueprint motor, which now has maybe 500 miles on it. So hopefully whatever ring or whatever is leaking seals itself.
Could be the break-in oil.
Yeah, it might just need to break in. So,
because we did have the break-in oil in it, and it's been about the limit, it says, but
yeah, but that really shouldn't matter. But anyway, should be good now. Hopefully it didn't hurt anything. There doesn't seem to be any metal in the pan or anything.
It sounds really good.
No noise. It sounds good. So we're gonna get back on the road to the Speedway.
We found our mysterious oil leak, which turned out to be a transmission leak. So I don't know how we're going to fix this. I don't know what we're gonna do, but the yoke is so far in the transmission, it's like eating metal in metal. It is way too far in. I don't know what we're gonna do. It is 8 o'clock in the morning right now. We are on our way to O'Reilly's to pick up parts to try to fix this transmission, and hopefully we can return back to the hotel parking lot and rip this thing off and hopefully fix it. So that way we can go to the Speedway and have some fun today. But I don't know. We'll try to see how good we can get it.
Here's what we've got going on. This is our problem. So our yoke has machined the back of this tail housing and actually grinded off all of the seal. So there's just a little bit of seal left. So I'm gonna pop that out. We're gonna clean it up, put a fresh seal in it, goop it up with some RTV maybe, and I guess put it back together and hope it lasts.
Here's the seal that was welded to everything from how hot it was.
The seal was spinning in there.
Yeah, it's not supposed to. So I think what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna get under the car and clean it. We're gonna put another, what are we gonna do after that? Put another seal in it. And then I think we're gonna put the other seal in.
Cross our fingers.
Cross our fingers. We got everything done that we wanted to get done underneath the truck. And guess what? It still leaks. Now I know what you're thinking. How is that possible? Well, I don't really know. But anyway, we're going over to Summit right now. He's inside looking up part numbers. We're going to Summit right now. We're going to probably switch it into like a slip yoke and in the parking lot of Summit. So that should be pretty interesting to watch. And we'll hopefully make it to the Speedway sometime today. If not, we've already checked in yesterday. So we will not, as long as we get it right today, we should still be in for the long hauler stuff. So we're still punched in even if we don't make it to Atlanta today. Pretty excited to go see Summit. So either way, if we make it to the track or not, we're still gonna have fun at Summit. So that's where we're at now. And hopefully we'll get it fixed and we can enjoy the rest of the Power Tour in ease.
Here we are. I think I have transmission fluid everywhere except my butt.
I think I might have some there, so I might have beat.
It's definitely in my eyes, my nose.
I got brake clean in my eye, and then I got transmission fluid in my eye.
So we didn't do a very good job at filming our escapades underneath of the truck.
But we're just trying to get it done.
we did what we should have done before.
We went to Summit,
leaking fluid everywhere.
but Summit has to be the best store hands down that I've ever been in.
It was awesome. We
It
both
was
wanted to go
an
there.
awesome store. But anyway, we got 2 tail housings
Yeah.
and we got a slip yoke that should
Instead
go
of a
right,
fixed yoke.
that went right on, so that should help that problem. And we just tried to do the slip yoke at first, and we figured that didn't work, so we just pulled the tail housing out too. And I know what you're thinking. I've not seen a jack in the back of this truck. We got a jack right here. You are a great jack with your pry bars, so.
So I'm beat. I'm tired. My head hurts. I've been laying under this truck since probably
both have. You're
7:45.
saying-
Oh, for the longest time you were up at the top handing me tools. But anyway, we
I
both
had
been
to
under
talk to
there.
everyone that
I've
was
been
asking us
under
what
there
we
a
were
lot.
doing.
He's been talking to people. My arms are killing me. Still got time to make it to the track
But
for
we gotta shower
the show.
first.
It's like 2, so we'll probably get there around 3. It ends at 6, so
We'll have a couple hours.
I don't think we're gonna have time for our lap around the track, but we'll see what happens. But we definitely are both going to get showers because we stink and we smell like and taste like transmission fluid. So
What have you been tasting me?
we're going to clean up all this mess. We've already cleaned up some of it.
Yeah, it's a
But,
big mess back here.
It's less of a mess than we started.
It was less of
so-
a mess than last night.
So anyway,
So hopefully we haven't checked the fluid, but I'm pretty sure it's tight. in
yeah,
there.
hopefully everything's good and we'll find out on the way to the track. But we finally made it after a whole day's worth of work.
Believe it or not, it's been worth it somewhat right now. So we're here, we're in the middle of it all, so we're enjoying it.
A lot of other people are leaving, but he just got here, so
Hey, we still
We'll
got
check it
2
out.
hours left, so there should be plenty of stuff to do.
we're about to drive this thing around the speedway after we've been working on it all day. Stay in this lane. Oh my God, give it some gas. I think we're gonna flip over.
Cause they'll push you around, they'll knock you down. And you always know when they hit you blow around, they'll knock you down. And you always know when they hit you. But you gotta hang tough to get through. They'll push you around, they'll knock you down and shove you against the wall. Show up for a country road, but you gotta hang tough to get through. They'll push you around, they'll knock you down and shove you against the wall.
Certainly felt like when you had it first, it felt different than it has before.
When you stomped into the floor, there was a smell of coolant all of a sudden, so we might want to check and make sure all our hoses are still intact. We're running 183, which is pretty.
out that day.
Oh yeah, that's. This thing hooked when you put it to the floor. Do you feel it? Around the track, it was running really cool. It was at like 170. It was born to be a race truck. Want to go to Del Taco.